89-year-old Claire Danielczyk lives in the same Perth Amboy home she's lived in for about 60 years. She's old school. She pays her bills even before they're due, so she was shocked when her water bill jumped from $67 a quarter to over $700 the next quarter. That demonstrates an increase of about 65,000 gallons used in that period of time. I chased the story to Perth Amboy. I met Claire and her son, looked around the house. It's a nice house. It's a humble house, one bathroom, and Claire doesn't understand how that bill would happen and why the water department would do this to her.
Well, I called the Middlesex Water Company, which they said they can't do nothing for me. Contact the Perth Amboy Water Office.
Claire's son showed me every faucet, every toilet, every sink around the house. They also showed me bills for the last 2 years that were sent and paid like clockwork, never more than $70 until the $732 bill came. Both the city and Mrs. Danielczyk had the house inspected by plumbers. The city says there was some sort of an overflow problem in the toilet. The Danielczyk plumber disagrees and also pointed out that if there was some sort of an overflow problem, then how do they explain the fact that the next bill dropped back down to lower than $50?
If you use it, you pay for it. If you didn't use it, I didn't use that kind of water. Man, I have no pool in the backyard.
The Perth Amboy Water Department, we reached out to them. They wouldn't grant us an interview, but they did send us a statement. Their statement indicates that they believe there was some sort of a leak. They also checked the meters. They believe that the meters are functioning, and if the meters are functioning, then you're liable for the bill. Mrs. Danielczyk has been offered a payment plan by Perth Amboy Water Department. Their compromise is she can pay $100 per month with 8% interest. She feels like that's not something she should have to do. She's clearly upset. Why should she pay something that, in her opinion, is an error? We're going to stay on top of it. We're continuing to try to work with the Water Department to see if we can help solve this.
It seems like it's clearly a mistake, but is it possible that she left a hose running in the backyard and it's been running for the past month?
Well, we looked around. I mean, we went to every place where water could be leaking. The problem with that is whatever the problem was must have corrected itself, because we have the next bill and it went back down to the previous levels. But I looked every place. There's no indication that water's leaking anywhere. We checked the toilet. There's no indication that the toilet is running. It just seems like a mistake.
This sounds so outrageous to me. This sounds like such a clear abuse and ignorance on the part of government, and that some bureaucrat could just send this bill out and say, nope, according to us, it's a leak. So let's chase this further. Let's get to the bottom of this, and let's help this lady out.